Hello, my name is K.Duerden and welcome to this podcast. Today's podcast is to discuss the IIT indices and their potential implications for the UK trading policy. What are the implications of this index calculation for the UK trade policy? And what is intra-industry trade? So that's around import and export of similar types of products by a country. And the example that I'd like to share is a calculation of the USA and UK and the IIT index for chemical industry sector in 2018. The score for the chemical sector is 0.19. This is very low. The trade between both countries was relatively non-existent. Also thinking about the timeline for the UK policy and around Brexit, this has had little impact, certainly no significant impact at all. The US actually, according to the World Integrated Trade Solution, was that their major trading partners for exports was Canada, Mexico, China, Japan, and Belgium. And for imports, this was Ireland, Germany, Canada, Switzerland, and China. So the figures really imply that the chemical trade relationship was not embedded and there was certainly no shared supply chains. With an intra-industry trade of only 0.19, really there wasn't a strong relationship there, and it certainly wasn't built on that trade of the similar kind of products. For Britain, really, even though thinking about Brexit again, even though they've come out of the EU, which was its major trading partner, there's been special trading agreements put in place since that time. Thinking about the wider context and thinking maybe about inter-industry, to have a discussion around multilateralism versus regionalism. This isn't really about free trade areas and customs union. They're really important and play an essential role for reducing the cost of production. Multilateralism involves the largest of the free trade area, and this requires countries trading together to establish free trading, to trade without barriers, taxes, with no sanctions, and with no tariffs. In an ideal world, this would be lovely and it would be perfect for UK policy. The World Trading Organization was established in 1994, and their main basic mission really was to bring about this model. But in reality, in practice, this has not really thrived because they've had multiple trade negotiations over many, many years with limited success. Success has been limited overall. And if multilateralism is a pipe dream, then the next option would be to look at regionalism. Many countries have done this either bilaterally or a number of countries have come up with creating free trading areas. And all countries must agree to the same set of tariffs on each imported product or good from outside of the area. And a good example of this would be the EU. Trade creation, creating free trading zones and also custom unions, I believe, is the best option. But there's problems with everything, and there could be problems around cost. So, if we really focus around trade diversion, it means diverting cheap imports away from the customs union. So to summarise, there's two possible paths, if you like, of free trade. It does include multilateralism through the World Trade Organization. As I've said, there's been many pressures, including political pressures. But I firmly believe that regionalism, free trade agreements and custom unions is the most realistic option for UK trade policy. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.